I'm talking,
I
yeah,
like how you
yeah.
keep trying to.
I'm, am I painting narratives here?
I like how you kept trying to hit the start button
You see me
while
struggling?
you're. Yes,
I'm trying to
I
hurry
do.
up. Like,
I do.
oh man, nah, but okay, I'm excited. So yeah, as we can see, we starting a show, community coalition. I know what it is.
What's good?
Apparently, it's only me and David because everybody getting flown out. Apparently, okay. I don't.
Mine's for a wedding.
Okay, I don't know where Yendi is right now. Yendi somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where she is.
I hope she's having fun.
Oh yeah, she probably having fun right now. Nah, I don't know, but I know she's doing her thing. So shout out to Yendi. She's not gonna be here, and apparently David's getting flown out apparently too. So yeah, well, it might just be me next week. I don't even know, y'all. Everybody leaving.
I'll be
Oh,
back next week. You know.
we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know.
Where am I going, bro?
Wedding. I don't know. We'll see.
Don't do that. Don't put the air quotes on it. Be like wedding. Who am I going to go see?
I don't know.
Me out.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know. You know.
You know who's in our DMs?
I don't know. So
I should actually know that.
who in your DMs? We spend a lot of time. I know we pod a lot, but there's a lot of times we're not podding. I don't know what's going on in David's life over there.
Hey,
I don't know. You're like 5 minutes away. It might be something different going on over there. I don't know.
Bro, I wake up, I work on music, and I eat. And I do this. Like that's been my life for like the past like pandemic.
Okay. And then you get flown out occasionally. So it's all good.
I mean, occasionally, but it's with family. So
family. I'm just messing with you. Nah, but have fun.
Why you should definitely watch the video on YouTube too.
Yeah, because they're missing out on like 3/4 of the experience if you just listening to this. But I get it though. We gotta get it how we can.
Bro, always like family.
Family. Yeah. Hey, look, people, people tell me anything,
Where you be driving, bro?
Huh?
I said, where you be driving, bro?
I don't know. I be chilling. I don't know. What you talking about? I be working.
No, I know you don't want to start that narrative.
I know. No,
I just come down and be like, "Hey, where were you today?"
I know. I just like to give y'all a hard time. I did the same thing to Yendi. I talked to her earlier, so I like to give y'all a hard time. But I mean,
Yendi.
Yeah, and this is the time. I guess like I said, it is wedding season. Mm-hmm. So shout outs to everybody getting married, everybody, especially in a place now where you could probably have the wedding you want, apparently compared to like the last couple years. Right. Have fun. I know I got a couple lined up, and I'm actually looking forward to them. Because get to see people, right? Have a good time.
Weddings are fun.
I do. I know a lot of people, especially a lot of men, don't like them. Mm-hmm. But I have fun at weddings, especially when you're around family and people because you just cut up and act a fool.
Right.
That's all I do. I'd be cutting up.
Right. Get on the dance floor. Shake a little something.
Yeah, we electric slide. Me old, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. On the little line dances. Whatever new one is out. But it is. It's a good time. Just kick it,
Yeah.
So shout outs. Have fun, bro. Go have fun.
Oh, Nigerian weddings are fun.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Y'all know how to party.
If you know.
Like, and how long how many days is it? Cause I know.
Oh, it's
y'all start. It'd be the whole weekend though.
It's a whole weekend type thing, but also I've heard that I've also heard from my parents that it could be like a whole week type thing.
Yeah. Especially families coming in different, especially if you got to somewhere different location.
Yes,
family comes in, everybody get together. I tell you, some of the most fun weddings, Nigerian weddings, at a homeboy, Indian wedding.
You've told me about that. We've talked about it.
Those are fun. Talk about a whole weekend,
right.
All the festivities going on. They do it up. It up.
I bet.
Nothing cheap. Nothing. But it's a good time though. I get it. And it takes me back to like, hopefully, it's the value of like two people coming together, lifelong bond, matrimony, the whole nine, should be a celebration.
Bro, I'm praying for a cheap wedding.
I'll tell you right now, I was too, but apparently it wasn't my decision. It wasn't ours. That's up to them. But I look back at it now, like honestly, yeah, cool. It didn't break the bank. It didn't like detrimentally hurt anybody. I don't think, in terms of like nobody like was like financially ruined. It seemed like everybody seemed like they got their money's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and it's in the moment when it was happening, I was not happy about it. I really thought it was expensive. Then I realized, wait, I ain't really paying for nothing here. Well, I need to shut up.
Yeah.
Because, typical American culture, it's the wife's family that typically shells out the bread.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm like, why am I complaining? This is what they want. They're willing to do it. Let me just shut up and roll with it, And once I was able to do that, I was able to enjoy myself. So, yeah, it's all good. So, have fun. I know we're going to talk about something else later. But, yeah, I mean, we got to get to that at some point. So, all good.
Yeah, we will.
And Yendi, wherever you are,
we love you.
Yeah, stay out of trouble, please. Don't hurt nobody.
So, only if you don't have to.
No, if you don't have to. Just get home safe.
Oh, let me ask you this real quick.
Uh-oh.
Did you have security at your wedding?
Not official. Didn't feel the need to have to.
Okay.
I have my boys are secure enough. If you know some of them, like if something were to pop off, I'm pretty sure somebody might have had something tucked under the jacket. I don't know.
Ooh. But, okay.
But
I didn't know it was all like that. I was gonna say like, I mean, I know you run heavy with like your dudes, and like I know that they can hold it down.
I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't even a thought of mine. It wasn't even a thought. That wasn't my scary thought. My scary thought was an old joint rolling up. Like,
oh, dang.
That was the only thing I was really worried about. But I mean, some of them was even there too. But it was all good. Jokes.
Ha
ha.
Yo, I hope that we're not like as time has gone on, you and me have really gotten like so much better at this.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
we're way too good at this now.
Yo, I need to go back and listen to one of the early ones and see how trash this was. And if y'all been rocking since the early ones, I would send you something. I don't know, but yeah, thank you.
Hey, if you can reference some stuff from the old pod or from like earlier, then hey, we'll send you some merch.
I might send you something for real. Like if you send something, if you DM a message or something crazy, I will send you something. You know what? That's my word. I don't know what yet, but maybe some merch or something. Yeah. I might slide a t-shirt.
Right.
Yeah. We can kick that out. That's all good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That'd be really dope.
Yeah. So you know what? It seems like we both in a good mood. We both have fun. So that topic you sent, let's table that for next week when you're here, because I feel like I'd rather have that's going to be a meaty conversation, and I like that topic too. And I feel like Yendi will probably have something to say, and I want her to contribute.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's a heavy topic.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one though. So when you sent that over, I was like, ooh. But I don't know. We having fun. I want to get to. But this is actually I was interested. Like I was actually surprised by this. So just to let y'all know, so I watched. It was a news report a couple days ago.
Okay.
And the news report was really saying how esports. For those who don't know, we're talking about electronic sports. Pretty much video games.
Yeah, video game competitions.
Yeah, like that whole. Yeah, so to be able to play video games in competitive form. So think about like for people who might be listening, like Madden tournaments, playing like 2K. There's all 2K. Types of this stuff. All these different even different genres and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a whole culture, whole like literally like sports leagues
Yeah.
for this now.
Yeah.
And I remember, see, like I'm old enough where I remember when Madden tournaments first started.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
And I was in some of them. Like
Ooh,
I was
okay.
actually a huge Madden player.
Were you nice though?
I was pretty nice.
Okay. All
I
right.
was pretty nice. Third one tournament I came in. The other ones, like I would get to like the semis and stuff. So I would like
Right.
smoke through some of the comp, and then it's Madden. So at some point in time, like because I realized I wouldn't win because I wouldn't cheat. And I say that not cheating because like if anybody plays Madden, every year there's like certain glitches in the game. There's certain stuff that you just can't beat.
Right.
Like that one year, Michael Vick was just like the best player ever, and like you couldn't stop him. Like I wouldn't do that. I was a Steelers fan. I would stick with the Steelers all the time. I would run plays. Like I wouldn't use the cheat plays and stuff like that. So eventually, you probably come across somebody that just, it happened. So,
right.
But it was fun. It was competitive. It was competitive even back then. So for me to see the progression to what it is now, whereas this is like a whole thing,
bro. Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I've said it on here before. Gaming is $1 billion industry.
It is now. Yep, it is. And so, going back to now, so when I saw this news report that colleges, universities are starting to offer scholarships for esports. And I had heard grumblings of that before, right? But I thought it was just something people talk about. I'd never seen proof of it, right? So when I saw the news report from a credible news source, I stopped in my tracks. Like I was getting dressed and I was like, oh, wait, what? And I watched the whole piece on it, right?
Right.
And I don't know why this was so exciting for me. I was excited for this. For me being, I guess I won't consider myself a retired gamer. I still play, but I might get home. I'm messing around. I ain't really competitive or nothing, But this was a big part of my childhood.
Right.
So like, you can go to school for this now, yo.
Yeah.
Like, I was like that. It really just got me, and it made me think about like all the time people would say, playing all those games, you're never gonna be able to do anything with that. You're just wasting time and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like,
game. So I took one gaming class in college, and it was game develop. It was using the program Audacity. It was sound for games. So what we had to do was we were learning how to import sound into the game, but most of the class was like it was more based around like learning how the game works.
Yeah.
And mind you, I failed this class twice. So it was a really hard class for me because I wasn't understanding. But like it makes you appreciate how much goes into a game.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because like that used to be the track. The path for people who play video games. You had to go into like development. You had to go into like that side, the programming side, the actual technical side.
Right.
The
development side.
Which is, we look at some of these games now, how sophisticated they are, how elaborate they are, how big they are. And you're not even talking like sales terms of like size, scale. Like these computers, these gaming systems are now. Even our laptops, like the gaming computers, I didn't really realize how serious it was until like my niece wanted one. And we're looking at them and I'm like, what? Like, okay, there is a real difference here.
Absolutely.
They have to be capable of doing X, Y, Z. The video card has to be this, like
X amount graphics card.
Like
you gotta think about sound, you gotta think about RAM, you gotta think about memory, you gotta think about there's so much that you just have to think about when buying a gaming laptop specifically for gaming.
Yeah.
And like, think about it. If you're in college, like that's a whole nother laptop that you have to keep in addition to
Your
like
regular.
the computer you use for like everything else for school.
It's a whole investment. Like I'm looking at my
Right.
niece now. Like I see her setup. Like her
Mhm.
room is dual screen, laptop,
Right.
chair, mic, whole nine. Like she's taking
Hmm.
this serious,
Yeah.
and that's a financial investment too.
Absolutely.
Like I know my
I have
sister
friends with
paid for
that.
that. Yeah. So like I say all that to say to have a new avenue for this,
Hmm.
to know that gaming, esports, like there something can come out of this now.
Right. And
I
then
am excited.
in addition to that, we have now a platform called Twitch to
Yes.
where people like can stream when they game.
Yeah.
And I've recently gotten into Twitch. I don't game. I'm not. I used to be a gamer, but I don't do it as much anymore, or I don't really do it anymore. But to see like the games that they have on Twitch or that they're streaming on Twitch, I should say, it's really, really dope. Like this
Yeah.
is something that I would have been doing like when I was younger.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard about Twitch, or like my kids, like when they were really
Hmm.
young, they started. I remember they were watching YouTube videos,
Hmm.
you know, and I was like, "What are y'all doing?" They watching people play video games,
Yeah.
and at first it was mind boggling to me. Y'all sitting here watching somebody else play. Don't you want to go play? And they were like, "No, we're watching them play. It's cool." Like, and I just couldn't fathom it. I was like, "What?" Out me, I would rather be sitting there playing the game than watching someone play, right? But
Right.
so I started watching because I was just curious.
Hmm.
Before I know it, I'm watching them too.
You getting into it?
I'm getting into it because, like,
Yeah.
one, it's entertaining. If you like
Hmm.
games, and they like, I would watch games that like I normally wouldn't play.
Hmm.
So I would watch the game like, oh, okay, 'cause I'm never gonna play this game.
Right.
And then they're
And
funny on there, like
you
they
get
play it
yeah.
like
And in addition to that, on Twitch especially, there are channel points to where you can like accumulate channel points. And like some streamers, they have like certain things that they'll do while they're playing. Like there are some adult streamers that have like that have channel points that like say, oh, take a shot at like 5,000.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like every time they redeem that, they have to take a shot. Think about that.
yeah. And then I've heard people like, so like groups. I've seen kids come together, like even like adults,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
and then there's
it's really
avenues.
cool.
There's financial gain for that too. People making
Right.
money off this, even on that side.
Hmm.
So
And even in addition to that, there's especially uh for adults, there's not only it's not only gaming. Like there are talk shows. Like
yeah,
I'm part of a community of people in the DMV or in the DMV and Atlanta that like stream online.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's really dope.
So
There are a lot of DJs on Twitch too.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
DJs, music producers, stuff like that.
just about anything I'm seeing now, it's just become this platform where like you can share and you can do it in real time.
Right.
Whereas opposed to like, I mean, the other ones are coming along, but like most people upload their videos to YouTube. You're watching them after the fact. But
Right.
like we even had some friends. We had a guest on, where it's
Right.
like, oh, this is real time. And you can catch people in real time. You can share. You can communicate. All the
Hmm.
things that we talk about, in terms of like the growth of like social media and things like that. Those elements are in there too.
Absolutely.
So I look at the big picture in all of this,
Hmm.
and I think that's what really, really, really excites me. Now we have an educational track for this. You can continue education on some of this stuff too. But let's also think about like the opportunities that the next generations are going to have, that weren't, I mean, they weren't there for us because this stuff wasn't there. So it's not like this, it was bad, like no one wanted us to do it.
Hmm.
This is a kind of new thing.
Right. The resources weren't there
Yeah.
when we
And
were
so,
coming up.
but so just to acknowledge that, like, it, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna say this, but like our young people are finding ways to be successful and to have a career on a lot of the things that they love.
Right.
You know, for me and my generation, kind of like us, you know, we were still kind of taught the traditional things, you know.
Right.
Whereas this is changing now. This stuff is changing the game. Yeah, you're still going to school, but like, you don't have to go into the same fields. Like, the internet has really expanded everything we do.
Absolutely.
You know, and I just look at people I even look at people who like I said, there's a lot of people on there making money on social media and the platforms that didn't go to school. They didn't have to go to school.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I've always been a fan of like not trying to funnel everybody to college.
Right.
And I've always believed college isn't for everyone, right? But for me, so to me, this is like one of those acknowledgments that we're seeing like in our society, like, okay, it isn't. Here, we can do this over here. We can do that over here. And it's acceptable. Even though, yeah, there's scholarships for here. And I don't think how many scholarships are given out, but it's the fact that it's starting.
Right. And I think it's just really dope that, like, especially now that there are so many options that you can just take, especially after high school, because there are people that like go straight into the workforce. There are people that go to college. There are people that go to trade school. And now this is creating another avenue for someone to do.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to, the thing is, I think the big picture is you don't have to conform.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest part, because we're taught from a very young age, hey, go to school so that you can go to college so that you can get a job. What they didn't tell us was that, hey, go to school. Okay, I did that. Go to college. Okay, I'm paying to learn so that I can find a job doing this. What they didn't tell us was that, hey, you have to pay. I think a big thing that they don't tell us about is that, hey, you're gonna have to pay all of that college off, and you have to, and if you don't, like, you're gonna be in debt.
Yeah, like no one, I think things like conveniently leave that part out.
Right.
Hey, go to school. But hey, no one tells you this is going to cost almost, like, for some people, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
No one talks about that. It's not until you about to go to school and it's like, oh, like, yeah, I knew it was expensive, but I didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, take out these loans. I think it's
oh no, it's even no. Oh, ooh, that's right. You're going to college. You know what? Hey, we have loans for you. Here, take these. And it's like, hey, thanks. I really needed this. By the way, since now you're like you blink and then it's almost over, and it's like, hey, remember that money that we lent you? Yeah, we're gonna need that back. And not only that, we're gonna need that back with interest.
We're gonna need that piece. Yeah, we're gonna need our cut, son.
Right.
Run me
my money.
That's the one thing. Yeah. With school, think about this. A student loan is probably the easiest loan you can get.
Right.
At 18 years old, 19 years old, you can't get a car loan without heavy busting your head. Damn sure can't get no crib. Like, you can't take a business loan. Good luck. But we'll give you $100,000 off rip with no credit history, with nothing to show for yourself. We'll give you that off rip. No problem. Here, take that. That's insane to me. That, I don't care. I know people need education, but nah, man, there's something wrong with that system.
Yeah, there is. And it's not until I actually was in college that I realized that. And don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for everything I learned in college, for like my parents saying that, hey, you gotta do something. So I was like, okay, let me go to college. And then on top of that, to even find something that I love to do with college. And not a lot of people even get that opportunity.
And that's where I think this is good stuff. Because now we have the young people out here, they like this. They're good at it.
Right.
As kids, they're making money on platforms already.
Right.
You know, so this is a no-brainer for me. Like, when I look at this, it's a no-brainer. Like I said, now we don't have to force people to go into jobs and careers that they didn't want to do.
Right.
we have something. Hey, you a bomb gamer. You crushing it. You win every man tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Come over here. And to be honest, I don't know what this curriculum looks like. That's the next step in this. Like, what are we teaching them? I guess I don't know. I guess we're teaching them like the other side business. I don't know. I don't know what a scholarship looks like for these schools. But hey, it's a start.
You know what I would want to see? I would want to see, first of all, a business course.
That's what, yeah.
Because I think that's part. It's not the most important, but like it's really important. First of all,
okay. I found something here. Okay.
This
is so I found an article against the top schools that are offering scholarships. But here's one: Full Sail University, which is in Florida.
I know about Full Sail.
Yeah, I've heard of Full Sail too. So here's what they're saying. Actually, esports is their only athletic program. They don't have any other sports. So it says the university. Their focus is primarily on the academic programs. You know, audio, media. They do that.
Yep. Thought about going there.
So I guess they partner with Magic Gaming, a company called Magic Gaming, to further accelerate the esports program to expand scholarship opportunities.
Right.
So a lot of these guys, so some of their alum, one of the developers for Call of Duty, one dude won a Grammy, I guess like the music side of a game.
Yeah. Full Sail has a music program too.
Yeah. So it looks like they're teaching guys some of those things we just talked about, a little bit of business, a little bit of programming, like, you know, to be able to, so,
and even my school did, they taught stuff like that too. There's a whole major like game development and game design. Like there are, and not only that, there are even, there's a convention in San Francisco called, I think it's called GDC. It's like, it's just for like game development and it's not just for game development, but like you get to learn about game development, you get to talk to people that have developed some of the greatest games in the world, and then on top of that, like they need people that do different things. Like they need sound people, like they need drafters, they need artists.
Wow.
Like there's so many avenues to just what am I saying? There are so many avenues that you can go into.
Yeah. And I imagine going to a school like this will help you get there easier, faster. The relationships, the people there, because this is what they do. This is their field, you know, so you're in that environment. So like I was looking at, so it says there are scholarships for specific games too, like leagues. So like Madden, League of Legends, Fortnite, Dragon Ball Z, Super Smash Brothers, like you can get scholarships to, I guess, play and learn, get into tournaments, play some of these games, like and learn. And oh, that's dope. Yo, can I get a master's in Madden?
Yo, but real quick, let me ask you this. Did you know that you could do this when you were in high school?
No, that's what I'm saying. There was none of this when I was in school. No.
Right. But did you know that you had the option to study this?
No. I'm telling you, like there was nothing like this when I was in school.
Right.
Like the only thing they really talked about, like we were in the intro of the stuff. We were still taking like computer development.
Right.
I remember
computer science, keyboarding.
I remember coding. Coding class was like an advanced course that was being offered. And we didn't even start seeing that till like my senior year. My niece took a coding class, like, so I'm like, they're on that stuff, you know?
Yeah, my sister, she took a a web design class.
Yeah, I took web design, which was even I mean, but like we're talking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And like web design back then is nowhere near what web design is now, you know?
Right.
And so it took you taking the course, like my head was spinning. Like, what is it? What? We're doing what? I got to what type what? Like, that's how the whole class.
Yeah.
Like, and then half the other kids didn't care. They would try to sneak and play games during class.
Right.
Like,
that was me. But also, I really liked like the stuff that we learned in those classes. And on top of that, do you remember the social media platform Zanga?
By name. Oh, I don't even remember that. Like,
okay, XANGA.
No.
So, Okay, so let me tell you, Zanga was like a personal blog. Zanga was almost like, think about Tumblr. It
Oh
was
wow.
pretty much the Tumblr before Tumblr.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Zanga was like, and not only that, Zanga had like skins that you could like customize your page when people came there. You could like add friends and subscribers, stuff like that. And they had certain codes that you can put on your page, on your profile, so that it would like be a different color, or it would have an image, or it would like have a certain song on there. Like that, there were like a lot of things that you could do with that. It was like we were coding when we didn't even know it.
Mm. But see, that's
It
what I'm
was
saying. So
really
like,
dope.
so we've come so far. We have. So that's why I'm scrolling through this article. Oh, I know. So one thing I will say that was in the piece I watched was they were saying how the disparity between boys and girls in esports.
Right.
And I mean, I think we assume, it's mostly boys playing games
Right.
and
But
scholarships.
right.
So they're looking at that as one of the potential issues is that how can they get more girls into esports, you know? But
Let me say this. If you go on Twitch, there are a whole lot of and I hate to say it like this, but girl gamers. There are a lot of female gamers on there.
Yeah, and I've seen it too. And I think that so I just hope that will translate when it comes to the scholarship money.
Right.
Like, so to me, it would be criminal to hear about schools not offering scholarships to female e-gamers. That's going to be, let's see where this goes. But I think that'll be interesting. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just like sky's the limit. And I'm just happy that they're coming up and we're expanding and we're growing out some of these things, man.
I wanted to ask, what are some of the requirements for the scholarship?
I haven't seen too many. Like,
okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the details I've been looking, I haven't really heard. So the only thing I'm really seeing is like, some of the money's being there. And it looks like they're just, it seems real, like this is like the intro for a lot of stuff. Why am I yawning?
Right. For my school, honestly, my school, they were like, hey, did you finish high school? Do you have money? Oh, you do. You should come to our school. Like my school had an open door policy.
See, I think there's gonna have to be, see, it seems like with this, because to be honest, is looking at some of the dollar amounts, we're talking about like $15,000 and stuff. Yeah. It's not ridiculous money. And I don't know how many spots there are. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to have like some type of background.
Right.
Probably have some resume playing in tournaments. I think that's probably gonna be a big one too. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to know what you're doing.
Right.
But like, because they're talking about like very specific games. So I'm pretty sure you're going to be like pull up like, hey, I've won X amount of Madden tournaments. Like this is what I do, or I play Fortnite. I'm good at Fortnite. I'm pretty sure I had to pull up some type of resume at some point.
Right.
But they're not, yeah, because it just seems like it's not a lot. See. But they're offering. What school is this? What if Robert Morris is offering associates, bachelors, masters?
Nice.
Yeah. So, so it seems like, yeah, they even like trying to put the facilities together.
Right.
What school is this? This is Arcadia at PA. They got 36 gaming PCs, high-end accessories, consoles. So they're trying to put this together. So like I said, even if it's just like the infancy, we see where this can go. And I'm with it.
I am too.
Yeah.
Because like because I think about how much I used to game as a kid, and the two things I never thought about whereas, oh, can I make money off this, which you can do today, and then on top of that, like how are the games made, and those are two avenues that you can get into now, and that's really really dope.
Yeah, I just think about like even as a parent, if I know, hey, my kid's really good at this, they putting time in. I know there's an avenue here. There's a track for here. I can encourage this too now. I think it's just like not only just like the scholarship. I think about how you change culture with this too.
Right.
You know, hey, this is cool.
Right.
You can do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Whereas like before, it was very discouraging. Like
Right.
it was a hobby. It was fun. You know.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a real.
Not only that, it was a distraction.
Yeah.
How many times you hear?
Yeah.
How many times did you hear, "Hey, get off that game.
Get off the game. What you doing that game?" Yeah. This is But now we're seeing. That's what I'm saying. Like so now that we're seeing, hey, there's money to be made over here. There's careers that can happen. You know. So I look about some of the little homies I see like making YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it. You know. They're out here playing games. They're making it happen. So this whole media space, I'm a champion it, you know?
Right. Absolutely.
We're going back to podcasting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, yes, this is no matter what you thought of it before, this is media.
Yeah.
This is a form of broadcasting now, you know? And people gonna have to start like the powers that be, the entities, the people that control the money and career tracks,
gotta have to come over here.
Got to get with it. Because if not, what's going to happen is they're just going to keep making money without you.
Right.
That's what'll happen.
Yeah, that's true. They'll figure out a way to make money.
Think about it. The YouTubers, all the people, the TikTokers, the people who making money, they just making money without the middleman.
Yeah.
And so that's why colleges are saying, hey, we want a piece of that money too. How can we get our hand into that pie?
And then what they do is they start funding what you do so that you can do it better or at a higher level. And then they take a piece of that.
That's what it is. You know, schools ain't stupid. Think about it. You know, like I said, I'm glad they're off the track, but I got to show the dark side in this too.
Right. Schools have teams that do this.
Yeah. But think about the dark side. It's where it's like they can try to create a defined career path. Now, this is what would suck. If they start saying, hey, you got to go to college to get a job with this now. Whereas, hey, I got dudes on YouTube making $2 million a year right now. They ain't got no degree.
Right.
You know? So like, yeah, this is a good thing, but
also you have to think about like stability because like you said, hey, you can do it on YouTube by yourself, but you can do it on YouTube or Twitch or whatever platform you want to use by yourself. But if you go to the job, that equals job, not only job security, health insurance, like that's
but
like stuff like that.
If I'm making $5 million a year, I can afford my own health insurance. You know, but I think what was I about to say? Esports. I know other things, but talk like esports. I'm pretty sure there's some things you can teach, but it ain't too much you're gonna be able to teach about playing Madden at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think it's really teaching some of the other, maybe the business, maybe sometimes the other side, the technical side of gaming, getting your foot in the door in some places, like offering tournaments and stuff. So like there's a track, you know, but if we've seen anything else right now, they don't have to go to school for this.
Right.
You know, but I think I'm excited. I just like, for me, it's just society and culture acknowledging that this is good, that gaming can be a good thing. So that I think that's
for how many years?
Yeah. So yeah, you know,
right.
I think that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
It's not going to frown upon these people, shun these people. You know, like I said, treat it like a distraction.
Avenue.
Yeah. So I'm good with it. Yeah.
Yep.
So do we have any Bobs and Karens? Do we have
Yeah.
Try to think. I had
All right. Oh, sorry. Were you?
No, I'm good. I'm been trying to stay away from people. So
right. Feel it. All right. Let's talk about a Karen got tased after. So for some reason, I don't know the whole story. She had a knife, and police are there, and they say you can clearly hear the policeman say, "Put down the knife," and she's like yelling back at.
So yeah,
yelling back at the officer,
and yeah, you get tased.
Yeah, and she starts yelling back, and he keeps trying to talk to her, trying to de-escalate the situation, and she keeps yelling.
Yeah, but you gotta say the important part. This was in a Florida Walmart. Can't leave that out. Can't leave that out.
Florida.
Yes,
you never disappoint.
Or
let me say, you only disappoint.
No, but I mean, like, so you got to say Florida Walmart because we're talking about.
Yeah, I do.
It's not just a regular Walmart; it's a Florida Walmart.
It is.
You can imagine. I'm looking at the picture right here. It don't even look like a regular Walmart.
You know, it's not a regular Walmart.
The joint really looked like a thrift store. Like, it don't even look like Walmart. It really looks like that she laid up over the they just stretched her over the little
when she falls. She like, think about David and Goliath.
Yeah,
like,
that
was Goliath coming down.
Yeah, it took her like 5 minutes to fall too. It was ridiculous.
Right.
But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Florida Walmart, special place. Can't be going. Yeah.
Walmart is a special place all in itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then, anywhere else you go, then you add Florida,
and then just put it in Florida.
Yeah, it's for good measure. Throw in Florida.
Right. Okay. Let's talk about there's a Karen that lied about. So this was on TikTok. She lied about being abused by her boyfriend at a DUI checkpoint. Or sorry, not at a DUI checkpoint. I think she got pulled over by the police, and she said, or she her breathalyzer was 3.8.
Wow.
The legal limit, and I don't know if this has changed or not, or from what I remember, the legal limit is 0.08. Or sorry,
I think it's 0.8. So like, yeah.
0.08.
So she was fried.
Yeah. And she got out, or she got off. Let me say that.
Which is, I mean, I can't champion that.
And then on top of that, after she got off, she went on TikTok to brag about how she lied about it.
So did she eventually get arrested?
She got arrested.
Yeah. I can't champion that because now you riding around, you still fried. That's dangerous. Nah, man. No, that's not even cool. Mm-hmm. Like, you need to get arrested for that. You need to get locked up for that. I'm sorry. I don't play with drunk driving.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, nah, that's not funny.
Yeah.
And how you not know somebody fried? I know. They knew.
Yeah.
But then think about that. Like, I don't give a damn what your skin color is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You are a danger on the road. So what would have happened if they had to let her go and she would have plowed somebody down? That would be that should be their fault.
That's be on them. Yeah.
That should be their fault. And now y'all got to live with another person could have gotten seriously hurt or died because y'all want to listen. Y'all want to play games. Because that's what that is. Everybody playing games.
Right.
That's sick. But here we are. Here we are.
Nasty. All right. Last one. All right. The Karen that stabbed her black boyfriend.
Yeah. She killed him.
This can't, man.
So
this is I don't know how to feel about this because this girl has been running around everywhere. This girl isn't locked up.
Well, yeah. Same thing.
Right. No, but like
how you know?
But like this girl's been going on podcasts.
We know why. That's what I'm saying. Like we know why.
We know why.
If the tables were turned, Slim would have been under the jail right now.
I'd not even make it to the jail.
Yeah. It's craziness.
Yeah.
It's craziness. Like, not only do you get off, like, you're not even remember. And I know they said there might have been issues there, but still, no, you killing people. Nah, you kill somebody. Right. Crazy world, man. So
it ain't cool.
Yeah, I'm about to go get my master's in Madden. That's all I know. Yeah, I'm about to go. But before we go, I do want to say, rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Quarterback, Steelers quarterback. Young man, just tragic stuff. I was looking forward to see, what he's going to do, if he's progressing and stuff like that. This is a football player. I don't know him as a person, but, just to hear stuff like that, it's like, dang, what was it take? 24, 25, something like that? Yeah. So, yeah, man, this one of those things.
It's on his way up.
Yeah. So I don't like to see no brother lose their life like that. So on that note, yeah.
Oh, wait. Before we go, we are sponsored by the Black Squirrel Media Network.
Yeah.
For all your media needs. And if you like podcasts and YouTubes and Twitches.
If you like to be flown out,
if you like to be flown out,
wedding, yeah. Come to Black Squirrel.
Kenny with the air quotes.
Come to Black Squirrel.
Yes.
Apparently that's what's happening over here these days. I don't know. But no.
And I guess you know what? I know why Kenny's mad. Because he's the only one not getting flown out.
I can't get flown out. I'm married. My wife wouldn't approve of that. No, I have to fly myself out these days.
Right.
But matter of fact, yeah, I won't be here in 2 weeks. So I'll probably be doing the show from Florida. I gotta go to Florida.
Snap.
So. Yeah, I'll be talking about this madness in real time. I'm staying in a hotel.
Watch out for Florida, man.
Man, I'm staying in the hotel. Now, the more I think about it, I'm like, this might have been a mistake. And the weather started getting warm too.
Right.
Oh no.
Again, watch out for Florida, man.
Yeah, I'm staying in the hotel. I'll be chilling in the room. Right. But yeah, it's time to move around. Get out a little bit. So we're gonna do our thing.
But still, everybody, please still wear your mask.
Yeah, be safe out here. I don't even want to get into that. Yo. So I went to the gym today. And, even a couple months ago, you would go to the gym and the gym is handing out spray bottles for you to wipe down the equipment.
Oh, yeah, wipe down the equipment.
So I knew something was wrong when I walk in the gym today and there's a table. They got all the spray bottles and all the spray bottles were on the table.
Were they full?
Full. So when I went in there a couple months ago, there were no spray bottles on the table because everybody had them and they were using them.
Right.
So I walk in and I'm like, oh, that means if they're all here on the table, nobody's using them in the gym. So I'm like, oh, we just went back to being nasty again.
Yeah.
We just went back to not wiping down stuff. We think the pandemic's over, so we just go back to just being gross again.
Right.
And sure enough, yeah, because I use it. Like I use it. I'm every machine, I spray it down, I wipe it down. And I can tell people were looking at me like, I still have my mask on working out. I don't care how hot it is. Right. Yes, I'm wearing my mask. But I could tell, here we go. That's another podcast for another time.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also, hey, stop being nasty. Wear your if you need a mask, you should go to bsn dot
Sure.
teespring.com.
There you go.
Right?
You remember. Yeah, I think. Yeah, sure. I'll share the
Hey.
link. Yeah.
Hey.
But I mean, yeah, like it's not over.
We got some masks there.
Yeah, we still got variants on the come up, variants creeping around the corner.
Right.
Yeah, so just remember, y'all, if we haven't and I'll say this before we go. We just went through a couple years of madness. Let's not lose the lessons we've learned from these last couple years.
Right.
I've been saying this. The biggest crime is to go back like everything is like was normal. And we just go back to how we did things before. Let's not do that, y'all. So
Right. And not only that, let's stop being stupid.
Yeah.
The pandemic might be the pandemic isn't over.
It's not over.
You could be vaccinated, but don't do stupid stuff just because you're vaccinated.
First of all, vaccination ain't got nothing to do with a dirty ass weight machine. Like you're still nasty sweat. Seen a dude get up his whole back sweaty on the machines. Wipe that shit. Ew. Nobody want your old dirty back sweat on the bench press. You old dirty.
Why you so sweaty, Playboy?
Ew. Walking around with the sweat just dripping everywhere. I gotta go sit on this. No. Nobody want to deal with that. That's just gross, yo.
Wipe down the machine, bro.
Wipe down the machine. It take you 2 seconds, yo. Just
right.
Get y'all life right. All right. Till next week, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.